What's up, everybody? It's your boy John, aka the Greenranger himself, and today is a good day because I have no other than introduce yourself, sir.
I go by the name Blacko Savage, know what I'm talking about? Village Green, baby. Boot up, baby. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what the fuck going on. Yeah.
Man, it's great to see you, man. It seems like you're in good health. You're looking good. How's everything been going for you?
I mean, everything been going good. I just got off house arrest like 10 days ago. I done been off for like 10 days. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not really being free. Like, I was really fucked up for like damn near 2 years. I did like 6 months in the county, and I turned around and did like a year on house arrest with a leg monitor. You feel what I'm saying? So, but other than that, like, everything good. My daughter doing good. My lady doing good. My household taking care of everything. You know what I'm saying? My mama doing good. Sisters and brothers, everybody. Like,
That's real good. That's real good. I'm glad to hear that. How does the leg monitor thing work? It was always something I was always curious about.
It's like electronic monitor. They just like know where you at all times. But see, the house arrest I was on, I just go check in like every Tuesday. You feel what I'm saying? I go check in, and then I fill out like a community control sheet to let them know like where I'm gonna be at for them days like through the week. And it's like after I go, I can just go there and come straight back. I can't go and hang out. I can't go out to eat. I can't go to the movies. Like, it's like real restricted. Like, I couldn't really do nothing. Like, I just had to do what I had to do and come back home. Like, go to class and all that other shit. Like, and they just monitor everywhere I go. But I really feel like the leg monitor, that shit bullshit. Like, they had me on the leg monitor for what? Like, I ain't killed nobody or none of that. You feel what I'm saying? They just wanted to know where I was at all times. You know what I'm saying? Like, really trying. I feel like they were just trying to stop me from doing music. Feel what I'm saying? Cause they feel like I was promoting gun and gang violence, whatever they said and all that. But
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
walk me through that. What was the moment, like what made them come after you?
I mean, I got a long juvenile history, so like I caught a charge like in the courtroom. I butt in the courtroom. I showed out in the courtroom before I had went to the program. And then like 30 days before I got the program, they brought me back to court and charged me for the shit. You feel what I'm saying? I got adjudicated delinquency on my background. That's like a Florida juvenile convicted felon. So I was a convicted felon at a juvenile. I ain't even know it because it didn't show up on my adult record.
Oh wow.
So and then like with that thing, it's something like you can't have guns or weapons before the age before the age of 24. You gotta wait till after you 24 to get like a pistol or carry any like artillery, right, anything like that. You feel what I'm saying? And I had them did a music video. I did a video to Village Green. I had a whole bunch of guns in that bit. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't even really know what adjudicated delinquency mean at the time because I wasn't looking into it. I was still young. I was like 19. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I was just like, you know what I'm saying, really just like trying to do shit like for the music, like living how I want to live, not thinking I'm gonna get in trouble for it. And then like after I did the video, like 2 years later, they came and picked me up for the shit. Like they just put a warrant out for possession of a firearm. I'm like, damn, I ain't even get caught with a gun. You feel what I'm saying? And one of my people had to let me know. My homeboy had to let me know because I had a show. We had something like the Man of My City. Like before the Man of My City came up, this something that Kodak had through from 1800. He had through it. He had did something like that. You feel what I'm saying? He had let me know like I had a warrant and people were looking for me and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, like what I did, I ain't even do nothing. He said you got a gun charge. I'm like, a gun charge? Like what the fuck? I ain't even get caught with a pistol. You feel what I'm saying? So like, I did the show with them, and then I ran for like 2 months. Then eventually I got caught. I got caught coming from the west, like coming from. I was with my producer Roy P, and then we got pulled over in the car. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, damn, I got a warrant. I already know I'm finna go to jail, so I just told them I had a warrant, and then they took me in from there, and they like giving each other high fives and shit. Like what? They caught like a fugitive or some shit, like some crazy. I don't know what. Like the police just be having going like GPD. They just want to fuck with a nigga. I feel like they just wanted to get me back for all the shit I had done did a long time ago, and I had them finally fucked up, and then they just went ahead and did it. You feel what I'm saying? And then like the crazy thing about it is, I didn't get caught with no gun. I took it to trial and I still lost. You feel what I'm saying? Because I guess the police, they know guns or whatever, so they did like some little scientific shit, like breaking down like how the gun looked. They ain't had no serial number or none of that. They knew the name of the gun and everything, but really it was my juvenile history that really got me like fucked up. Like if I would have had a lawyer or something like that, I probably would have beat the case. But at that time, I ain't really had the money to do that shit, so I went to trial with a public defender and lost that shit in a day. It was like, you know what I'm saying?
That's not funny, but man,
yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what happened though.
God,
And then, and like in the courtroom, they saying, oh, he a very popular rapper. He's promoting gun and gang violence and all that shit like that. Like, but I'm like, How many people y'all know down here that did music videos with guns and they shit? You know what I'm saying? And then they trying to compare me to like Jay-Z, talking about he ain't Jay-Z or Beyonce or 21 Savage and all that shit. Like a whole bunch of crazy shit. Like that shit ain't even had nothing to do with me. Them people way up there. I'm way down here. I'm still at ground zero. I'm still trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? And then I got sentenced 6 months county time and 12 months community control. So I was like a year and a half. And then I was like still doing little stuff in between there, but I wasn't really as active as I was before. Like everything had happened though. But, you know, it is what it is. I ate that shit. I completed it, so, you know.
And now look at you.
Yeah, I'm here. Free.
Yes,
they wanted me to fuck up, but
yes,
ain't nothing like that, though.
It's looking clean. I like it. So you would consider yourself pretty popular in Gainesville? In the city?
Yeah, I consider myself real popular. Like, a lot of people know me, but, you know, this is a small city, so people going to support what they like. They gonna ride the wave. You feel what I'm saying? So like, if you popping at that time, they gonna support the hell out you. They gonna support. They gonna ride the wave and all that. But as soon as you like fall off or some shit like that, it'll probably die down a little bit. But for me, it wasn't like that. People still support me. People wait for me to do music right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like I ain't did music since I've been off. Like I only been off for 10 days, like I said before. But I'm gonna get back into like the music though. Like I ain't stopped doing music. I had a whole bunch of material. It's just I got to go to the studio, but I just be getting caught up in other shit. You know what I'm saying? But I need to put my dream first and all the other shit second. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Put that first and handle that. I need to be doing this for real.
Does it feel good whenever people notice you in public and they're like, hey, Blacko, just like the other day, I ran into you. I was not expecting you to pull up over there. And I was like, Blacko. And then, you know, does it feel good when people notice you?
Yeah, it do feel good. It do, but, like, being noticed a lot, like, your life it won't be private no more. Like, it won't be private, so everything you do, people will notice. Like, whatever you do, if you get in a fight, they gonna be like, oh, that was such and such in that fight. They gonna already know who you is. You feel what I'm saying? It's a good thing. It's a bad thing, too. Like being real popular and everybody knowing you, because, like, you can do something if they say it's you, it's you. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no way around it. Like, it's you.
So you would say that your face is very recognizable. Like if there's a fight, like you were saying somewhere, and they don't even have to know the two people fighting. They can be like, yeah, girl, so-and-so was there, Blacko was there. You know,
yeah.
You would
I was fighting.
Yeah,
they gonna know. They gonna know. I ain't even gonna lie. They gonna know. They gonna know.
Yeah, because the first time I ran into you was when I shot Doja Black's video.
Yeah.
And I ran into you then, and you know, it was just always like not so much as rumors, but a facade that surrounded you. So when I first met you, I was like, oh shoot, that's Blacko right there. That's what everybody's always talking about.
Yeah.
Right there. So seeing you on the music video versus seeing you in person was just totally different.
Yeah.
So but that was cool though. Tell me, do you have a relationship with Whammy?
Yeah, hell yeah, that's my nigga right there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my boy right there. Me and Wham, we real close. You know, we had a music run together. You know, I still be talking to my homeboy. We supposed to be doing the Fuck It Up video, Step Show Weekend. Just got to start promoting for it. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna most definitely handle that though.
Okay.
But that's my dog right there though. Him, Bo, Shy Holler, you know what I'm saying? Soko. Oh, them all my people right there. I fuck with them boys a long way.
Cool. What about are you and Fetty Ote? Y'all cool?
Yeah, we cool.
Okay.
Yeah, we cool.
Okay. Thomas Young.
Yeah, that's my nigga right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my boy right there.
Okay, good. Cause I think I remember seeing a photo with all of y'all in it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It was one of them, something like that. Maybe signing his label or something.
Yeah.
Time or whatever it was, I'm not sure. So by you being out now, how has the reception been? Like, has people been like glad that you're off of house arrest? Everything is set over and done with, like your family.
Yeah, they happy. My mama is, my lady is. That everybody happy that I'm free. Like everybody really surprised that I completed that shit. Cause like everybody know how I am. Like I just be like fuck that and go to bucket. Like, cause that's how I used to be like as a juvenile. I was like, man, fuck that, all that home detention shit, probation. I was bucking that shit. I ain't care nothing about none of that. I was doing what I wanted to do. Like, it's still going to jail, but I was getting right out because it was juvenile. You know what I'm saying? I'm a child, so I could just go to jail and get out, but see how it is now, all that going to jail and all that shit. Like, how I supposed to, like, succeed if I keep going to jail? You feel what I'm saying? How I supposed to get to where I want to be at if I keep going to jail, giving these crackers all my time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can't be giving them people all my time like that. And then, like, it ain't going to no program no more. You feel what I'm saying? Now I'm an adult. You catch like 30 years, 20 years, they give you outrageous ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a nigga don't want to go down that route, like, getting cased up with these crackers, man, because once they hijack, it's over with. When the white man got you, you ain't got no power. When you in jail, you ain't got no power. Them people control you. When to eat, sleep, and shit. Like, I went through that shit, and that's, like, that shit is, like, terrible, like, because they don't give a fuck about you. Like, them people will kill you in there and all, you feel what I'm saying, and get away with it. So I don't want to give myself to the white man at all. Like, I want to be out here, be free for me and mine, you feel what I'm saying? I can't be in jail. I can't do none of that.
That's real right there. That is real. A source that came and told me before I set this interview up, because I had let a few people know about it, and the source told them, and then they came back and told me that there was some, not so much as beef, but one of your managers at the time would make it very difficult for you to get bookings here in the city. Like, they were doing too much. I don't know if that was just a rumor, or if you know a little bit about what was said with that.
Nah, I mean, that shit is a rumor. Like, ain't nobody make it difficult for me to get shows, none of that. Like, niggas wasn't trying to book me for no shows like that. I mean, I got people booking me now for shows. One of my homeboys booking me now for a show, but like 2 years ago and all that shit, like, wasn't nobody booking for shows, none of that. They would just like hit me up like to do open ups and all that. Ain't nobody really make it difficult for me, like.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
So
like,
then that was just a rumor.
Yeah, that was just
floating around.
Yeah, that was just
floating around. See, that's why I'm clarifying and clearing it up. So when you go, in your music videos, are you going to have the same particular type of people in them, or the same type of content in them? Like, how are you going to run your music videos now? Do you think they're watching you closer now?
Yeah, like all that extra shit, like them guns and all that gang shit. You feel what I'm saying? I'm with all that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'm with all that shit. It's just now, hell no, I ain't doing none of that. Cause anything I do, I can go to jail for. You feel what I'm saying? Like, especially in the music videos, like, it's like a lot of shit that come with this gang shit people don't be knowing about. Like, it's the upside and the flip side to that shit. Like, it's either, man, them people gonna come at you, man. I'm telling you that right now. If you doing this gang shit and you doing all that shit in your videos, and then you still like in the streets and you doing that shit, all that shit gonna come back. They gonna start piecing shit up and putting people everywhere, saying this person with this person, that person with this person, all that type of shit. And it's gonna be a whole bunch of fuck shit, cause they gonna start locking people up. You feel what I'm saying? So you just gotta be real careful. Like, the content of my music, it's still gonna be street. I'm still gonna keep it real and all that, but like in a cleaner way. You feel what I'm saying? More smarter way. You feel what I'm saying? Not moving how I used to move. It's like different.
Got you. Which is probably a good thing, because you know you're out now, and then you never know the next time they may just throw the book at you.
Yeah.
And then you looking crazy.
Yeah, cause the charge was carrying like 15 years, and I went to trial and lost that shit. And they just gave me that, what they gave me, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how serious that shit was. Like, people don't know that.
Ooh, man. Do you feel like it's hard being you whenever you're out and about? Like, this goes back to the thing of people noticing you in public. Is it hard for you to keep that image going? Is there days you're just like, man, I don't want to be Blacko. I just want to just be who I am. I want to just get away from that.
I mean, like, me being Blacko and Khalil, like, it's like two different people. I'm Khalil to like my family members, my lady, my daughter, and all that. But like, to everybody else that's like just see me around, I'm Blacko and all that shit right there. But I mean, like, I don't know, like, I don't really know how to like answer that question, cause it's like I'm gonna be me regardless. Like, to my family, I'm Khalil.
Yeah.
And to the people in the streets, I'm Blacko. So it's like I just like separate the two. When I'm home, I'm Khalil. You feel what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I'm saying? But when I'm out, I'm Blacko. But as far as like trying to keep an image and all that, I'm gonna keep the image because I already got it. You feel what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna make it. You feel what I'm saying? So eventually, the whole world gonna be calling me Blacko. You know what I'm saying? So
what are you gonna do to make sure that you get to that next level?
Stay consistent. That's all it is. Consistency and dropping these songs and just like get my shit on certain platforms. You feel what I'm saying? Doing stuff that I wasn't doing 2 and 3 years ago that I didn't know about. Like, it's a lot of people around here that be having the knowledge, but they ain't gonna give it to you. they gonna sell that shit to you. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't just gonna give you the game. You feel what I'm saying? Like they not gonna do that. They not gonna do that. Only time motherfucker gonna do that is when they feel like they gonna get a bag up off you. Other than that, people ain't really just trying to give you a helping hand. You really gotta help yourself to get help. Feel what I'm saying? You gotta have I feel like you gotta have your own money anyway before you even get into this shit. Cause like everything now is about money. They don't give a fuck about the talent. This ain't like the '90s no more. It's about the money. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to bring in a bag. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. And I ain't even made it yet, but I just know that's just how it go. Like it's a money thing now. It ain't about like you having the talent and all that shit like that.
Touch on, because I've had this conversation with another local famous rapper, Wine and Soko, and we talked about why the Gainesville clubs won't. It's hard for them to book their local talent, especially if you guys are popular, but they'll spend X amount of dollars on a Rod Wave.
I feel like they just do that shit just because like they can give people money, like local artists money to perform and shit. They just don't do it. Like they just don't want to do it.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Like I really don't know. I guess it's because like I don't know. Like they just I don't know. Gainesville like a crab in the bucket ass city. Like they just not on that shit. Like they'll probably feel like a motherfucker ain't worth it because you ain't got a feature with a certain person, or you ain't made it big, or you ain't got X amount of followers and all that shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? They be on some shit like, yeah, I want you to come perform. They'll ask you what you want, and you would just say something about some money. They'll try to throw in a bottle. Like, I don't want no fucking bottle. I don't even fucking drink. You know what I'm saying? I don't care nothing about no bottle. Give me the money and I'ma come perform. But now how I'm looking at it now, I got a show booked. My homeboy kept his word. He gonna book me on the show. But anybody else that's trying to get me for a show, and you talking about giving me a bottle and all that shit, I don't want that shit. I want $500. If you can't give me $500, I ain't coming to that shit. I ain't doing nothing. That's just what it is. Like,
yeah.
I know my worth. I know I'm worth something. So you ain't finna make me settle for less for like some liquor and shit like that in the section. Like I don't really care nothing about that shit. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like not being on no cocky arrogant shit, but I just know my worth. Like I'm worth something. So I feel like $500 should be good enough. You feel what I'm saying? If you ain't got that, we can work something out. $350, we can do that. But all that trying to give me a bottle and just open up for free, that's like opening up for free, even though the bottle costs $150 and all that shit. But I don't drink, so I don't really care nothing about no bottle.
Break that down. $150, you got the bottle, and then then how much is a section? Probably like another 100. We'll say.
I don't know.
You know, so you know, at the end of the day, though, you know, people can't eat that stuff.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Like
people can't eat that. So you trying to build your brand at the same time as they're trying to build theirs. Me personally, I feel like the city should get behind all their good local artists. Not everybody deserves it. That's the wrong word to use. I'm gonna say deserves, but not every artist is on that level.
Yeah, I mean
it's different. It's levels to it. Soko's on a higher level. You're on a higher level, even though you haven't put out any music for a while. You're still at that level that you were before you stopped doing music.
And really, since I don't smoke weed no more. I don't drink liquor. I never was like a liquor person anyway. I don't pop pills and all that shit I used to be doing before I go out and all that shit. So I be having like a clear mind. Like my music, like how I be writing and everything, it done got better. You feel what I'm saying? But I do feel like they should like get behind artists and push them. You feel what I'm saying? Cause y'all have the money. Y'all bringing these people down here. Y'all spending 20 grand, 10 bands and all that to get them down here, but y'all can't pay a local artist $500. I really feel like that's bullshit. But at the same time, you can't make a person do that. You can't make them pay you for a show. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever they throw out there, they feel like that's good enough. They feel like that's what you worth in. That's just what it is. Take it for what it is. If you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. You ain't got to say no more about it. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. But, you know, I ain't going to really get into it. If I say this what I want and you can't do it, it ain't nothing. That's just what it is.
There you go. I mean, you can't really argue with that. So, I mean, you feel like you're worth X amount, they may be like, nah, bro, you just worth a section. To me, anyway.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it's kind of, I wouldn't say disrespectful in a sense, but it's just still the point.
Yeah.
I strongly feel like if they stood behind all of you guys, you, Soko, Spiffy Vuitton, Blazo, there's some new cats coming up, the Shoe Gang guys, which they part of that little yachty type of rapping and all that other stuff like that, you know. But if they stand behind you guys, I really strongly feel like they can build up y'all's portfolio and show the city like, yo, these dudes' music is actually good. So let's support them. So tell me a little bit about. Um, do you have groupies?
No, I don't really fuck with groupies. Like,
Why is that?
I don't, cause I feel like them hoes only be wanting to fuck with nigga when they feel like a nigga popping this shit. Like when a nigga broke and all that shit, ain't really got nothing going on. Them hoes don't be caring about a nigga. Like you can, like just right now, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, put it like this. When I was just Khalil and all that shit, like bitches wasn't trying to talk to me and all that. Motherfuckers ain't give a bitches was looking right past a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? The same bitches be doing that. They probably breaking their neck. Now I don't be knowing cause I don't really be paying attention, but. Groupies, them hoes only good for one thing. They just get dick and then you send them on about their way. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, all that trying to get money out of nigga, trying to lay up with a nigga and all that shit. Like, nigga don't be on that shit. Like, a nigga ain't on that. Like, that's how I feel about groupies. Even though it's like, that's the thing that come with like the music and all that, the entertainment business and shit like that. But
do you have any of them in your DMs?
nah.
No.
Nah, don't DM me. I got a lady. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't on that shit.
There
Like,
you go. There you go.
but the groupies, like, that shit, like, I don't know, like, really how to say it, because it's like, that shit gonna come with it. Like, females gonna be at you. Like, when they feel like you popping out, you gonna be something. You feel what I'm saying? They won't even look at you. They won't even look at you on the time that you coming up to when you really make it. Females that look straight past you, ain't care nothing about you. When you make it and you get the way you trying to get, and you got that bag and you doing something, they gonna love the fuck out you. They gonna break their neck trying to get at you. You feel what I'm saying? But all they in it for is like the clout and the money. That's all they in it for. They want a nigga to spoil them and shit. Bitches don't even be having jobs these days, be acting bougie and shit. Like still staying with their mama and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like I ain't down on them, ain't nothing wrong with it, but don't be acting like that if you stay with your fucking mama. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got shit. So don't be acting like you just hot shit when you ain't got shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like
right.
Some shit, that's how I feel about it. Like don't be acting cocky with me. You know, you know what I'm saying? Don't act like that with me.
Got you. Man, what do you want from 2019?
I want from 2019. I want to make it 2019. I'm gonna make it 2019. That's what I want. I want to make it. I want to be popping shit like 1 million views on YouTube. That's what I want for like 2019. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm aiming for. Like I want to be getting a bag off these shows. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I want to do for 2019. I want people to book me. That's what I want. Like I want my family out the hood. You know what I'm saying? I want to take my mama from Gainesville and move her somewhere else. Take my lady from Gainesville, move her somewhere else. My sisters, brothers, like all my family members. I want them to be out of here. Like I just want us to be gone, living like a good life. You feel what I'm saying? Cause it's struggling shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like struggling and all that shit like that. Like nobody don't want to go through that. I only feel like black people go through that shit, like struggling and all that, having to start from the bottom and then work your way up. White people probably go through it too, but we already have it harder because we got the crackers on us and all that other shit. You feel what I'm saying? We gotta do other shit to make money. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like working a 9 to 5 and all that shit. Yeah, it's cool and all that, but people be having dreams. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody don't be want to punching in on somebody's clout. You getting this man millions of dollars and shit, and you only making a certain amount of money every 2 weeks. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just can't settle for that. Like, that's just something I'm not settling for. Like, I'm not finna settle for less when I know I can get more by using my talent and just being like mindful of how I move and just like being more business minded. I don't want to like work for nobody. I want to be my own boss. Like, I don't want to work for nobody.
I totally agree with you on that. Totally agree with you on that. And that's what it's all about. There's a lot of entrepreneurs. I'm one of them. Soko's one of them. You're one of them. You know, it's all about being our own boss. You know, all that other stuff's kind of played out. Especially, you know, I mean, it ain't for everybody. So you got to do what you got to do to make it to that next level. And if you stay positive, stay focused, I strongly feel like you can. A lot of y'all can. You just can't give up. That's another problem I feel like that goes around in Gainesville. A lot of people give up whenever stuff not going their way, music-wise.
Yeah, people give up because they be caring about what other people think about them. Of course, people gonna talk shit to you when you start rapping and all that. You think that shit was easy for me? Like, when I first started rapping, I was like 15 years old. Bro, you know, I know people was thinking, like, who the fuck this jit think he is? Who you trying to be? You feel what I'm saying? Like, and then 2-3 years later come 2-3 years after that passed by, I go to like popping with this shit. Like the only thing that had kept me going like that was my brother Deontay. You know what I'm saying? That's my nigga right there, bro. Promote the music. He do everything for me. But bro, he came and got me when I was staying in games, but I wasn't doing that. I was just doing like little shit on SoundCloud, like put my sons on SoundCloud. I still do that though, put my sons on SoundCloud. Bro was like, bro, you need to come up here to Atlanta with me. So I moved up there to Atlanta, and you know how they say it's all about location and all that shit. Man, I was just like walking on the bluff. We stay on the bluff. I'm just doing like little scenes on the bluff and doing like little freestyles. You feel what I'm saying? Like just doing that shit, just doing my little freestyles and all that. You feel what I'm saying? And then one day, we was up there. He just told me to keep writing, but just keep writing. So I just write music every day, drop a little freestyles, writing music. Then bro hit me one day. He was like, bro, you wanna open up for Kodak? I'm like, hell yeah, I open up for Kodak. So we got in touch with Jason Phillips and Zay Tobin. You know what I'm saying? Behind the 8 Ball, and then we had got to open up for Kodak for, I think it was like Easter Sunday or something like that. That's what we had did. But we paid though. We paid the little fee they wanted us to pay to do it. And then we came down there and did the little open up. You feel what I'm saying? And ever since then, that shit was on and popping. Bro, been on my ass for ever since then, like, about the music. Like, you need to stay consistent, Jit. You need to be doing this. You need to be doing that. You need to be doing videos. You need to be in the studio. Like, that's what I was doing 2-3 years ago. Like, every day, every other day, I'm in the studio with my producer, Roy P. I ran into Roy P through my brother. He put me on Roy P. Even though my other brother was already recording with him, I had ran into him, and then brother became my producer. And, you know, bro been doing, Roy P been doing it, engineering and mixing and mastering for a long time. Since he was like 9 years old. So he, like, the truth of this shit, like, bro is really like a genius, like, with the music. You feel what I'm saying? Like, with the beats and all that. He rap, sing, he do all that shit. I even got a feature with him on the song. He got me on one of his songs with him. And it's hard, too. You feel what I'm saying? So, big ups to Roy P and my brother Deontay. Because them boys, like, real passionate about this music. Like, they really want to, like, get something out of it. Bro just love to promote, you feel what I'm saying? He want to do promotion, and my homeboy Roy P, he want to do, like, the beats and all that, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be high soon, because when I make it, he gonna make it, and then it's gonna be up from there, like, you know, the beats gonna get high and all that, but that's my producer, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, he did a lot of he did the hood shit song, he did everything, like, mix and master, had everything sounding good, you know what I'm saying? Because I was recording with, somebody else, but I just feel like all the other producers, they just be doing bullshit. Like, they don't really be into it like that. They don't be having the passion for it. They just be on some bullshit. Like, I don't be on that shit. If you ain't gonna be serious about what you doing, I ain't fucking with you. Like, I don't care if you a producer, promoter, anything. If you're not serious about what you doing, ain't no point in you doing the shit. Like, you just wasting your time and wasting other people's time. Like, you ain't even serious about what you doing. So ain't no point in me, like, even getting into all that with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing. I just leave it at that.
Yeah. Well, sir, I am glad I got to do this interview with you today. I really am. I'm looking forward to doing more with you in the future. Any last words before we get out of here?
Yeah, long live real, free the dumb way, and free my own boy Monte. That's the last thing I got to say.
There it is. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. This is John, aka the Greenranger. It's morphin' time.